What's up, everybody? I'm Chase Lee reporting for DallasMovieScreens.com, and I got another movie to review for you guys. Now, it's Oscar season, so I'm getting all these screeners sent to my house from different studios, and so I want to do the courtesy to them and review the movies that they send out, especially ones that I've missed, and also have the review for you guys. So, here you go. It took me a while to power through them, but I definitely did. This one comes from Sticks Entertainment, so thank you, Sticks, for sending this out, and this would be Molly's Game. Now, this one is about Molly Bloom, who this is based on a real life event where she ran a bunch of high stake poker games and she became the target of FBI, and then she wrote a book, and she's a really smart woman who was a skier. Like, she's a very complex character, that's for sure, and definitely broke a lot of laws sometimes. Yeah, I was looking forward to this because it is written and directorially debuted from Aaron Sorkin. Jessica Chastain, I really like. Idris Elba, Michael Cera. I was looking forward to this. And the movie is... It's okay. It's okay at best. Listen, Aaron Sorkin is one of my favorite screenwriters in Hollywood today. But I will say this. I will say this to start out my review. After watching this, I'll give him another shot. But I think Aaron Sorkin should just stick to writing and have other people adapt his work. Sorry. So let's get real and break this down. As far as positives go, the performances are good. I like Jessica Chastain. She has like this strong, independent, business tactic, savvy, persuasive, just strong individual kind of mindset in real life, and she transfers that over here where, this is a woman who runs these poker games, she collects her money, and she moves on. She doesn't want to deal with any other BS, and so I like that kind of fight within Jessica Chastain in real life. Just follow her Twitter account, and she definitely applies that over here. Idris Elba is good, I guess. Michael Cera is entertaining. And there are segments in this movie, because it travels between the present and the past. The past segments are really well edited, and it's like a jolt of electricity to just kind of like wake you up out of the slumber. So those are really well edited. They're entertaining, and they really kind of highlight the entertainment value of poker in general. That's all the positives. So let's start with the negatives. Let's just start right off the bat, where the movie starts out with. It's basically her skiing, and it's a skiing metaphor for something. It went on way too long, and I was like, oh, that was kind of rough, and that really didn't have a point to it. Speaking of not having a point, this whole movie doesn't have a point. By the end of the movie, you're like, oh, wow. Molly played some poker, and she got caught and wrote a book. She didn't really learn anything. She even says it at the end of the movie. She didn't learn anything. It was like, oh, this happened. Let's move on to my next adventure. You almost went to jail. Like, that's whatever. All right, so really no point to the entire thing. Going back to the kind of like jolt of electricity segments, flopping between that and present time, it was so disjointed. I didn't feel like there was any flow whatsoever, and it was very fast, entertaining, and slow down. Here we are, Molly talking to Idris Elba's character, and slow. Oh, we're back again. Like, yeah. So, one of my critic friends here in Dallas, he put it perfectly on his Facebook page. He said, Molly's Game is like drinking Red Bull, where you'll have spikes of energy, and then you'll have like these like slumbers, and you're just like, and then you'll get back up again. So I thought there was no like genuine flow to this movie. It just felt just so disjointed, and you really didn't really care about the characters. It was just more of like you were just watching events and watching these people do these things, and you just didn't care. And they had the audacity to make you care about the characters like at the last 10 minutes of the movie with character growth, and you're like, it is too late at this point. Speaking of that, the movie is 2.5 hours long almost. This movie should have been chopped down. This is why I think Aaron Sorkin should have like either an editor or should never direct a movie again. He put stuff in there that was just, it didn't need to be there, and just it felt too long. You could have cut this movie down. Why was this movie 2.5 hours? It just makes no sense. The ending of the movie was so anticlimactic. I was like, okay, we built up to this point. You're basically just going to say, oh, other people have done worse. Bye. What? Just, I don't get it. Kevin Costner's character, I won't say who he plays. He kind of pops up in the beginning and like at the end, you're like, okay. So everything in this movie, to summarize it, everything just kind of randomly happens in segments, and some of them are exciting, some of them are not. The performances are fine, and the Aaron Sorkin dense dialogue is there and it's present, but it doesn't fit with this movie because some people don't talk like that in real life. Lawyers do. So when Idris Elba, who plays a lawyer in this movie, talks like that, it's fine. I can believe that. But everyone else does not talk like that. Sorry. Speaking of the dialogue, most of these actors feel like they're struggling to even say all this dialogue. You're like, man, you could see it in their face. It's like they're struggling to say like these dense monologues, and you could feel like the pain and suffering that they're going through. So yeah, some good performances and some really well edited and entertaining segments, and it's well filmed. Technically, the music is fine. Some of the blocking and shot compositions are cool. So it's not like a travesty, but it's far from anything good or great. But I do think overall, this movie is disjointed. There was really no point to it. Character growths happen way too late. The movie is way too long. You should have chopped that down. And some of the dialogue looks extremely uncomfortable from the actors. But those well-edited segments, the dialogue was great. So it's so weird how it was like two different films and they were put together, but they were like fighting each other, and it just, whatever. So I'm going to give Molly's Game a C, straight up C down the middle. I don't want to ever talk about it again. It was super disappointing. Aaron Sorkin, if you're going to continue to write, continue to write. But if you're going to direct, take some pointers, learn from some people, and try it again later. But man, what a disappointing debut, especially when you have like debuts from like Get Out with Jordan Peele, or like Lady Bird with Greta Gerwig. It's like, you're Aaron Sorkin and you're at the bottom of the debut list. So sorry. So that will do it for my Molly's Game review, guys. What did you guys think about it? Am I wrong? Am I right? Please let me know down below. And as always, guys, I'm Chase Lee reporting for DallasMovieScreens.com, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.